morning students. This is Ashok, working as an assistant professor in the Department of Computer Science and Engineering from Vignas Nirula Institute of Technology and Science for Women. So today I am going to discuss a few of the concepts related to object-oriented programming language. So in this session I am going to discuss a few of the outlines of this demo. The first one is what is C++, and second one is importance of C++, and third one is futures of object-oriented programming through C++. So first coming to what is C++. A C++ is a object-oriented programming language, and it was developed by John Strosaur at Bell Laboratories in the year of 1980s. So it is a cross-platform language. So the general definition of object-oriented programming through C++ is it is a general purpose, high-level, compiler-based object-oriented programming language. So here what is general purpose? Here purpose means usage and general means by using C++ we can develop any type of real-time applications or else real-time softwares. So here what is software? What is software? So a software is a group of programs. So what is program? A program is a set of instructions, and software is divided into two different types. So one is system software and second one is application software. So first, what is system software? A system software is one of the software, and it is developed for the purpose of to manage the hardware devices. System, and few of the system softwares are operating system. And coming to next one, application software. So what is application software? So here application software is also a group of programs, and the main purpose or the main usage of application software is directly end user interact with the system. And the best examples of application softwares are with different types of web browsers and different types of databases and WhatsApp, etc. So all those things are related to application software. First, we are writing the source code with the help of any one of the programming language. And after writing that source code is assigned into compiler. And the main purpose of compiler is it will check the errors. The particular code maintains any errors, then automatically compiler throws the errors. If there are no any errors, then automatically compiler will convert human understandable code to machine understandable code. So that means it will convert the zeros and ones. That means human understandable code is converted into machine understandable code. And finally machine understandable code in the form of zeros and ones. So this machine understandable code finally returns the final output. So coming to next one, importance of C++. So what is the main importance of C++? C++ is generally a general purpose, means by using the C++ we can develop any type of real-time applications, and not only one particular applications, we can develop n number of different types of applications. So first importance of C++ is by using C++ we can develop the operating system. And which type of operating systems we need to develop with the help of C++? Windows operating system, Linux operating system, and also Mac operating system. And another importance of C++ is, so by using C++ we can develop the different types of databases. And few of the databases are Postgres, Ingress, Oracle, etc. So all those things are implemented with the help of C++. And one of the importance of C++ is we can develop the different types of web browsers with the help of C++. A few of the web browsers are, so first one is Google Chrome, and second one is Mozilla Firefox, and next one is Safari. And coming to next importance of C++ is we can develop the different types of commercial based applications or else banking applications. One of the best example of C++ related real-time application is Infosys Finacle. So this Infosys Finacle is one of the best real-time commercial application in the world. Coming to next concept, futures of C++. So in object-oriented programming language, there are many different types of features are available, and those features are available in real world, or else in those features are useful to real-time applications. So one of the best feature of C++ is class. So what is class? So class is a blueprint of an object. And class contains the different types of data members, and also it contains the different types of data members. So here data members means different types of variables, and those different types of variables means either integer, float, double, character, etc. So all those things are related to data members. And class contains the member functions. And member functions are divided into two types. One is user-defined functions, and another one is an predefined functions. So I will show you how to write the syntax of class.
Let us move on to the syntax of class. So how to write the syntax? If you want to write the syntax of class, first we need to mention the keyword of class. So that is class, followed by name of the class. So for example, XYZ. Here XYZ is a name of the class and class is a keyword. And class contains the data members of a class, and also it contains the member functions of a class. So class contains the data members. Here data members refers the variables, and that variable may be any type like integer, float, double, etc. And also class contains the member functions. So here member functions refers the user defined functions like ABC is an one type of user defined function. Hello is an one type of user defined function, and XYZ it is an one type of user defined functions. So class is an keyword and followed by name of the class, and class contains the two things. One is data members of a class, another one is an member functions of a class. Then finally close the class.
And coming to next concept, what is object? So here object is an instance of class. How to create the object? With the help of class name only we can create the object. So here without creation of object, then no memory is created for class. So that means class contains the data members and also contains the member functions. But without creation of an object, there is no memory is created for class. So here once we are creating the object only, class related memory is created, and whatever the data members and whatever the member functions are available in that class, and class related member functions and data members related, all the data is stored in that particular memory, and that is possible with the help of after creation of the object. And how to create the object? If you want to create the object with the help of only class name, so by using the class name we can create the objects. So by using the objects we can access the class related data members and also class related member functions. So I will show you how to write the object.
So let us move on to the syntax of object. So how to write the syntax of object? First we are defining the name of the class followed by object name. So this is the simple syntax for class. Then example of object creation is, first we are writing the class name and followed by name of the object. Here name of the object is whatever it is, like A1, B1, C1, hello, hi, whatever it is. So in this example point of view, ABC is an class name and A1 is the object name. So this is the simple syntax and example for object.
And coming to next feature of C++ is data abstraction. So what is data abstraction? Data abstraction means hiding the internal details and showing the actual functionality of the program. So it will show the only functionality of the program and remaining all the things are hiding. And coming to the next feature of C++ is inheritance. So what is the definition of inheritance? So inheritance means acquiring all the properties of its parent class to child class. So inheritance maintains the two different types of classes. One is base class and another one is an subclass. Here base class means parent class and subclass means child class. So here whatever the properties are available in base class, all the properties are acquiring from base class to child class. So with the help of extends keyword. So these all are the main important things of this session. Thanks for listening. Thank you.